What's up, everybody, and welcome to Servant Studios. I wanted to make this quick video just to encourage photographers, but also inform anyone that has a business or is looking to get into a business on the powers of YouTube and why not only do you need to have a channel, but you need to start it now. The number one excuse I hear when I tell someone, hey, you should start a YouTube channel is, yeah, man, I thought about it, or, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, but I'm just too busy. The truth is, a lot of us are busy, whether you have children, you have a job, a lot of people got a job and a side hustle, but we don't realize that there are so many people who want what we have, and there are so many people around the world who are just like me who may want to know what you have to say. And if you're watching this video, that kind of proves my point. I make these videos, and I was really encouraged to start making these videos because people I would run into on a day-to-day basis would ask me questions, and I realized someone in Idaho may want to know that same thing. Someone in Singapore may want to know that same thing. Why not make content for those people as well as talk to the people in real life? And maybe even in the future in real life, I can be like, hey, I actually have a video that I made based on research that can actually help you with that. And you can watch that anytime as opposed to just hearing me talk about it in front of you. And you'll probably forget 80% of what I'm going to say by the time you get home and take your dog out. So that's the first real practical reason of why a lot of you, particularly who are making money, who are successful photographers, who have been doing it for a while, whether you're part-time photography, you just do it on the weekends, but also if you're a full-time photographer, you need a YouTube channel because there are so many questions that everyone wants to know the answer to if you're a full-time photographer, like how do you get insurance paid? How do you go about booking clients? You will find that so many people want to know what you have to offer. And if you have a good personality, on top of that, you'll have people who just want to work with you. That's not even mentioning, as a photographer, if you're really good at what you do and people like your personality, they may want to fly you across the country and they would have never heard of you on Instagram because chances are on Instagram, you're probably marketing to people in your area because that's what keeps you fed consistently. But on YouTube, you never know who could watch you. You never know who may want you for a destination wedding or who may tell their wife or tell their husband, no, that's the one I need. And that's one of the goals of my channel is to work on my art so that, Lord willing, someone looks at my YouTube channel and they're like, wow, his artistry and the way he goes about talking to his clients, everything he stands for, that's what I want to be a part of my wedding, or that's what I want to be a part of this event, or that's what I want to speak at my conference. And I think YouTube is a great way to really market yourself without trying to trick people, but really just being authentic and being real and being yourself. Which takes me to my next reason why you need to start a YouTube channel and start it now. YouTube is at its best point for small creators that I have seen. Typically, when you're a small creator, it's very hard to start, it's very hard to get views, and even harder to get subscribers because people don't really know who you are. And I think there's a little bit of that, there's a little bit of that distrust. They're like, why does he only have 1 subscriber? Why does he have 0? Can I trust this person? But the thing that I see YouTube is doing now to make sure that they keep getting new content creators as other content creators who have been successful for years and years are starting to burn out is they are letting your video stand on its own. Specifically, if you have a good title and a good thumbnail, chances are you are going to draw more views to your channel than you have subscribers. And that wasn't always a given. I have a video on this channel that has almost 4,000 views, and it wasn't like a great, I believe the content was great, but it wasn't the most beautiful, sexy video. It was literally a video in my home studio. As you see, I've switched backgrounds because I felt like this looks more professional, but it was a video in my home studio, and everything wasn't even, upkept properly in terms of we were moving a lot of things around and I didn't get everything out the background, and this still was a successful video. A lot of people won't start a YouTube channel not only because they don't have time, but because they want it to be perfect. I'm not saying to start a YouTube channel now and go buy a bunch of equipment. No, you can use your phone just look at it right here. And if you have something valuable to say, and if you can say it in a way that is authentic and people can see the real you and what your real experience is, not just your mask that you put on in front of everybody, but people on YouTube want to see what are you really going through. Because if we want to see your mask, we'll be on Instagram. Like, that is the opportunity a lot of photographers are missing. A lot of people who have a business are missing because they're not reaching massive audiences, but also people don't know who you really are. They only know you for your work. And we're getting to a time where robots can create nice work just like we can. And so the thing that separates you is not just your work, but it's who you are. And YouTube is a great way to authentically show that. And it's now in a time period where they're pushing that. So stop procrastinating, stop giving yourself excuses on why it doesn't work for you. And I suggest at least try putting some videos up. You know, as you do it, you will get better, you'll get more efficient. But if you have to just sit on your phone and talk to it like this, if you have something valuable to say, people will listen. You just gotta keep going and you can't quit. Lastly, because I do wanna keep this video short and sweet, because I don't want you guys to sit there and be like, oh, well, I felt good at minute 5, but then by the time we got to minute 15, I'm not really feeling like starting a channel. This has changed my life. Now, I'm not sponsored by anybody yet, to be honest, but I did want to share this. This is the DJI Action 4. When I saw a video on this, I didn't really think, I thought it was too good to be true, to be honest. But this camera, you can literally attach, this is my film camera, the brown camera, and the DJI Action 4 is the black camera on top of it. This camera is so valuable because I can just connect it with this $9 piece I got off of Amazon, and I will put my affiliate links for both the DJI Action camera and this little piece below on this video, just in case you want to see it through my link, or you can go to Amazon. You can even find it on Facebook Marketplace, but make sure you pay through PayPal if you're not paying in cash. But you can connect this camera, you can shoot in portrait mode, and the camera will still have the video in a landscape video. So you can post it straight to YouTube. Even if you're doing this and this, you don't have to crop it. It already does that. It has a mode where you essentially can shoot 360 degrees and it doesn't look like you are turning your camera at all. I don't understand how they did. Well, I kind of understand, because what they did is they have it kind of cropped in. So really through the cropping, they're making it look like you're not turning the camera. But whatever way they did it, it works. I'll make sure to include clips of that either before me saying this or after. But it's such a great tool to leverage, and it shows that it doesn't even take that much work. The camera is not only a good camera, but it also has a great microphone. You don't even really need to buy a microphone unless you're gonna be like at NASCAR where no one could hear you, because it will pick you up. And for $300, $350, if you wait till Black Friday, you probably can get this under $300, to be honest. Like, you really can just go and start a YouTube channel. And between this and your phone, you could just do behind the scenes videos of your shoots, and you have no idea how much people want to see behind the scenes videos of photographs that they really like or that they want to implement. Because you guys are just like me. We are looking to better our lives. We're trying to find out ways to do it, and we're trying to see ways to do it that are true to us. Behind the scenes videos are a great way to do that. That's why they're blowing up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and everything else. But the difference between YouTube and all of those other platforms, YouTube is a library. People come to YouTube to change their life. You may not have the same virality that you have on TikTok, where you do something stupid and you got 6 million views, but people come to YouTube to change their life. We are in a tough financial time where a bunch of jobs are available, but somehow ain't nobody able to get a job still. And then the housing is expensive, and most, like for our generation or for my generation, housing almost comes off as a pipe dream. You feel like you have to have 2 jobs to even wish to get a house or pray about it. Like, that is the climate we're in. People are looking for answers, and they're looking for answers everywhere. Chances are, if you are a successful photographer or a successful entrepreneur, you have found some answers, and people would love to hear what you have to say. So, and YouTube is not too saturated, because there are no yous on the platform yet, especially if you're watching this video and you made it this far. That shows that Like hopefully either you really rock with me, which I appreciate, or you found value and you feel like I'm saying something that is true, which means I want you to start the YouTube channel. Don't do nothing obscene, but go put up a video. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can be ugly, but put up a video. Think about your channel name, but don't overthink it. You can change it, and really like just start, because if you have been successful making money, particularly outside of a 9-to-5, people want to hear what you have to say. But even if you've been successful making money in a 9-to-5 and you've been able to keep a job, people want to hear what you have to say. So this video started off as encouraging photographers to make a YouTube channel, but really the principles apply to anyone, because if you are an expert or can be considered more knowledgeable than 90 to 95% of people in anything, chances are people want to see how you got there and other people want to be like you. Please like, please subscribe if this video has added any value. I will continue to be posting thought exercises on this channel because I really want to encourage people who are already in photography to think different, because I do see a lot of successful photographers that frankly look exhausted, and I don't aspire to go full-time photography just to be tired. I want to do it a different way. So I'm going to share that journey. I'll be sharing all the things I'm learning along the way, and I'll be sharing different ideas that I think can help you guys as I'm doing them, or if they've already worked for me, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. The goal of this channel is to build up photographers and videographers so you guys are able to really show your perspective in the world from a creative part, but I also want to help you learn how to sustain yourselves financially, and this channel is going to merge and synthesize those two while doing some positive good in the world. So I'll see you next video. Go start the channel.